Forex simply means foreign exchange. Now you can call it Forex or you can call it FX, whichever one you want to call it. The simple way to look at it is foreign exchange. Now you might be wondering where they got the name Forex from. Just take the first three letters of foreign, the first two letters of exchange, bring them together, and you have Forex. So that is Forex. So what is Forex? Forex is simply the buying and selling of one currency against another currency. So you have one currency and you have another one. You either want to buy one against the other or you want to sell one against the other. So that's the simple definition of Forex. If anyone asks you what is foreign exchange or what is Forex or what is FX, just tell them it's the process of buying one currency against another currency. Now I know that definition might seem too vague and you might not understand, so let me try and break it down. If you've ever bought something on Amazon, for example, let's say I go on Amazon today and I see a very cool pair of sneakers that is quoted for $100 on Amazon. I'm Nigerian and I don't have a dollar in my account. I have Naira. So once I click on the buy button on Amazon, it sends an order to my bank. Now my bank is going to convert my Naira to a dollar equivalent of the shoe that I want to buy. So let's say it's $100 for example, and the current exchange rate as of today is 480 Naira. So it's going to cost me 48,000 Naira to buy that. So my bank is going to sell the Naira in my account and I'm going to buy the dollar. That is foreign exchange. You don't know it, but it's something a lot of people do almost every day. If you travel out of the country, for example, you can't spend Naira in the United States. So you walk up to a stand where they change money and you tell them you want to change money into US dollars. So you sell your Naira to them and then you buy the dollar. So that is what foreign exchange is. You are just buying one currency against another currency. The only difference between what we do and the example I gave is that you can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't need to walk to any stand. You don't need to go to any physical broker to trade Forex. So that is foreign exchange, buying one currency against another currency. Now you might be wondering, okay, what are those that can actually participate in Forex? Anybody can do Forex. Anybody can trade Forex. The way it used to be then is you had to be rich and you had to physically go to a broker would come to you before you could participate in foreign exchange. But now, thanks to technology, you don't need to have so much. As far as you have your mobile phone, a stable internet connection, you are good to go. So anybody can trade Forex. But then it is important to know the participants of a Forex market to be able to find your place. There's something called the ecosystem of the foreign exchange market. Take it like the 9 planets that we have, okay? Or the planets, the galaxies in the world, that the Earth is just part of it. So you and I, we are part of a group of people called retail traders. At the top of the Forex ecosystem or the structure, we have the big banks, like the big banks, okay, World Bank. In the case of Nigeria, I would say Central Bank. Now, if you are conversant with what's going on in the financial market, you know that if you try to deposit to your broker today, your broker will charge you for 480 Naira per dollar. But the central bank rate is still 365 because the central bank is responsible for regulating how much money is in circulation. So there are the gap between how much the population feels the impact of changes in currency. So closely related to the big banks are the medium-sized banks, well as Zenith banks, Axis Bank, and other banks that we have in the country. So follows, we have the corporations and the companies because they are related to the banks and they handle large volume of transactions daily. Now, at the least part or the lower part is the retail traders. Look at it like this: the circle of life. You have the big animals like the elephant. Now, a termite or an ant might not be able to eat or take on an elephant, but when an elephant dies, you know the story. So we retail traders are just below the food chain that we can eat whatever falls off. Say someone from United States, for example, made $4 yesterday. The $4 is just a minute part of the over $5 trillion that move in the forex market daily. So the retail traders don't move the forex market. They are not the forex market movers or market makers, but we have the privilege of participating in forex. So anybody can participate in forex. Now, what are the advantages of futures of forex? So why do a lot of people want to trade forex? I mean, a lot of people are seeing it as a potential, a thing of joy, a thing that could fetch them money. Why? It's very simple. It's First of all, it is a very liquid and volatile market. Daily, an average amount of 5 trillion naira is $5 trillion. Sorry, gets is distributed, is circulated in the forex market daily. Compared to stock markets, the difference is very clear that the forex market is the king. So there's so much liquidity and volatility in the forex market. Another example is that it's the 24-hour market. You cannot have that with a stock market. Stock market is open for just about 8 hours in a day. The forex market is a 24-hour market. Why? Because it's a decentralized system that almost every country in the world participates in. For example, 8 o'clock Nigerian time, the Europe session is just starting. I'll explain what we mean by sessions later. But let's say 8 o'clock here, it's 10 o'clock in another country. 10 o'clock in another country is 8 o'clock here. So when it's 5 o'clock here, another country is just starting, it's 8 o'clock. On and on and on it goes for 24 hours. So forex market is a 24-hour market that is always active. You cannot have that deal anywhere else. So it is another advantage of forex market. Another advantage is that there is low cost of operation. There is little or no cost in some cases, depending on there's a certain fee that you pay per trade. It's called commission or spread. I would explain spread as we move along with the class, but just bear it in mind that it is so low. Sometimes it can be as low as $0.001, depending on the broker that you use. If you've ever involved in cryptocurrency before, there's something called gas fee for transferring coin from one person to another. It can be much. So forex trading does not have gas fee. It's just commission that your broker takes on spread when you have your profit. So there is no middleman cost. You're not paying anybody cost. Okay. Another advantage of trading forex is that you can trade from anywhere in the world. You can trade from anywhere. Since this lockdown started, I've been in my room. I did not have reason to take the public transport or do anything else apart from go out to have fun. So you can do it from anywhere. Once you have a strong internet connection, you are good to go with trading forex. So the forex market is just the buying of one currency against another currency that can be done by anybody with a lot of advantages. Now, that is not to speak that there is not disadvantage to trading forex. On its own, the forex market does not have disadvantage. The only disadvantage is with the trader, not with the forex market. So that will take me to the next point of what forex market is not. The forex market or the act of forex trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, contrary to what a lot of people would have you believe. I would see some funny broadcast message that would be like, learn and master forex in 1 week and start earning $1,000 in a day. It is not possible. If anybody has ever done that, you would know that it is not possible to learn it in 1 day, to learn it in 1 week. Even if you learn it in 4 months, you can't start making $10,000 in 1 day unless your capital is about $100 million. But that is not to scare us that the forex market is not. No, the forex market is a rich grassland that anybody can take a bite from. But it's not a scheme that allows you to get rich very quickly. It takes time of learning, diligence. It's like going to a school to get certified. You have to pass through classes, take tests and exam. There's the ups and downs of the forex market, but if you are careful with enough attention and no greed, you'll be able to make your time trading forex market worth it and become a profitable trader sooner than you would even expect. So the forex market is not a scheme to get rich very quickly. If you are doing that, you're a gambler, not a forex trader. Okay. So even with all of its benefits, you should not rush or take the forex market head on if you don't want to lose all your hard-earned money. So with that, I will complete or conclude this episode. of what forex market is. It's just the act of buying one currency against another currency, which can be done by anyone with a lot of advantage. But if you are not careful, you can ruin yourself, so to speak. So for my next video, I will be explaining what spread is, what pips is, what the lot is, what margin is, what are currency pairs. I will explain everything else in my next video. Thank you very much for coming.